All right, so let's pick up where we left off. Our Google Classroom is created, but now we want to add some material and assignments to the Classworks page. So we're going to come down to the Classworks, hit that area, go to the plus sign. We've got several options. We can post an assignment, a question, material, or we can reuse post. But first we kind of want to create our topics, which are basically our units. So let's create a topic first. And I'm just going to say Unit 1 just to be generic. Hit done. I'm going to go ahead and create another topic just to see what it looks like. All right, so back to my plus sign down here. So maybe I just want to post material, just references, resources, reading material, things of that nature. I'm going to go ahead and select material. I give a title to my material. This is just some reading resources. This is my description. And right down here is where I'm going to choose which topic I want it to go to. I'm going to add it to Unit 1. And hit save. All right, now right up in this area right here, you'll see a paperclip. This is where I can attach things to my materials section. So I'm going to hit the paperclip. It's going to let me choose several different options. I can browse right to my Google Drive. I can insert a link, like possibly to a website or a YouTube video. I can use my camera to take a picture, to attach that. I'm going to skip this one for a second. Or I can pick a photo from my camera roll. This one right here is a new feature of the newer iOS that uses the files listed on your iPad. So I went and clicked browse, and now I can browse the locations that are on my iPad. On my iPad, I've got iCloud Drive, I've got on my iPad. I'm going to go ahead and click. Let me just remind myself what these three dots do. Nope. There we go. I'm going to toggle on Google Drive as well. Hit done. So I could browse to Google Drive from here as well. I'm going to hit cancel out of this for right now. Hit the paperclip again. I just find it easier if I just hit drive right on here. So this is your Google Drive. Hopefully you have all of your materials organized in an appropriate fashion. I'm going to go to my Computer Concepts class. And let's see what I can find here to attach. Networking. And I'm just going to go ahead and attach that image. All right, so you get the point. You could attach lots of different things. Let's see what these three dots do. I can schedule this to post at a certain time. I can save changes so that it just saves in a draft form, or I can delete it because I just messed up and I don't like it. All right, I'm good with it and I want to post it now, so I'm going to hit this little paper airplane. Excellent. So now we can see that materials were created. It shows up in Unit 1. See if it shows up on my stream as well. It does. It says that it was posted. We always want to guide the kids that, yes, we can see the stream. It will show the most recently posted items. But classwork is where you can see where everything is organized in a nice and neat fashion. All right. Let's come back over to the plus sign over here. This time, let's pose a question, see what it looks like. All right, what is your name? Please respond with your full name. I can assign a point value to this. Sure, let's make it 100 points, or I can leave it ungraded. I can assign a due date. So we notice that today is the date that's in blue they're suggesting a due date of the following day. We tend to go on odd and even days, so I'm going to skip over to the 13th. Hit OK. And I like to post a time that I want it due as well, because it will post on their Google Calendar at the appropriate time. So I'm going to go ahead and just toggle this around and make it at noon. If I can get it perfectly even. There we go. Hit OK. Again, I'm going to choose my topic. This time I'm going to put it in Unit 2. Why not? Save. I can choose what kind of response I want to get, short answer or multiple choice. Obviously, I'm asking what their name is, so I'm going to leave that at short answer. Are we going to let the students edit their answer? Sure, why not? So I'll toggle that on over here. And do I want the students to be able to reply to each other? Not necessarily on this one, so I'm going to turn this one off. All right. Again, I can post an attachment to this as well. So maybe your question is pertaining to some sort of reading or something that you need to actually provide them. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit that send button, and it should show up. All right, there's your question, and you can see the icons next to them, so you can tell what it is. This is materials, that's a question. All right, now let's do an actual assignment here. All right, title. Getting super creative with my assignment titles. Assignment number 1. These are my instructions for this assignment. I'm going to change the point value so it's not 100 points. We'll make this one 50. Save that. Same thing with my due date. I'm going to just choose the same due date as before at 12. Okay. And I'm going to choose a topic again, because that's how we want to keep it nice and organized. I'll put this in Unit 2 and hit save. Now this time I want this assignment, I want them to basically complete a handout for me that I want them to type. I want them to type up. So I prefer to do this in a Google Doc. I'm going to give them a Google Doc template that has questions on it. They will each get their own copy, and they will all be able to fill it out. So I'm going to hit my paperclip. My drive. And let's see if I can find a Google Doc that will work for this particular instance. All right, so I know I have one in here. I believe that it's, here's one, pre-questions, okay? This is just a series of questions. It's a Google Doc. I'm going to click on this. Now, over here on the right, I've got a couple options. I can say that students can edit the file. Well, what that means is that all of the students can edit this one file. That's all over 20 children editing one document. That's not my intended purpose for this assignment. The next option is students can view the file. Well, that doesn't work for me either, because I really want them to complete the file. This one is what I really want. I want to make a copy for each student, so they all get their own version of that handout. Okay? And I'm going to go hit send. Takes a couple of moments to send. We will take a look at how this looks on our ClassWorks page, as well as the stream. All right, there's our assignment. Notice you can also click on unit, and if I want to rearrange these blocks, I can do that if I need to. I just literally just clicked and dragged if I needed to do that. Let's go down to our stream and see what this looks like. All right, so all 3 of my items have been posted. In addition, I can just share something out with the class that will pop up on the stream, but it's not an assignment or anything. This is just an announcement that I wish to share. And I'm going to go ahead and send that. I don't need an attachment on this one. This section, something like that might be good for, all right, we're going to do maybe a blog post. Maybe I'm teacher, I want to post a topic here, and I want everybody to respond to it. So everybody will have to add a comment. Okay, so this is the teacher's perspective. Let's jump over to a student, and hopefully I can do this seamlessly. So I'm coming back here. I'm going to all of my classes, so I can change accounts. Here I can see I'm logged in as myself, choose myself, and I'm going to choose Emma Falcon because she is the only student in my class. Okay, here is my class that I invited her to. She's going to join it by hitting join. All right, so it automatically defaults her to the stream page. So we can see everything basically the same way we saw it before. Let's take a look at the Classworks page. Same thing. All right. This is an assignment, and it's gray, which means that she has not completed it. I'm sorry, that's materials. It's gray. These have not been done yet. All right. This means it doesn't need to be done. I misspoke. The gray means it does not need to be done. The blue items do need to be completed. All right. So let's answer this question. What is your name? Okay, type my answer, Emma Falcon. I'm going to go ahead and hit turn in. The student does have the ability to add a private comment if they need to. All right, and they can come back and edit their answer as well. All right, let's go back. Notice that that is now gray because it is complete. Let's go up to the assignment. All right. These are my instructions. I could add a class comment. Now down here, your work. Let's click on this arrow. Notice, this is the document. See how it's named, Emma Falcon. The document I pushed out just said Triumph of the Nerds Pre-Questions, but every student got a copy so they has their name attached to the beginning. So I'm going to click on the document because I want to complete it. And again, hopefully I can do this transition okay because I've got so many different accounts signed in over here. All right, so here's one option. And I don't recommend this if we're using a Google Doc. The child does have the ability to use the pencil and use a stylus and write right on it. What I'm going to recommend is they open it up in Google Docs. And it looks like I apparently don't have it on my machine at the moment. So what happens is they open the document in Google Docs and they can start typing directly into this document, in the Google Docs itself. Okay, and it will automatically save all of their changes. Let's see if it's downloaded yet. And take a look here. See Google Docs. It's reinstalling, so it is not done yet. Okay, so we can revisit that later. All right, let's X out of this. So even though the child may type things in the document, they do always have to come back in and say, turn in. All right? The teacher will not recognize it as being submitted until this turn in button has been hit. Okay. All right. I'm going to add a private comment as a student, and I'm going to say, my Google Docs app isn't installed. Waiting a moment. And then we'll hit send. Okay? So I'm going to go back here. Now, in addition, from the student point of view, if we click on the three lines, they can click the to-do area. and they can see what assignments that have been posted to them that they still need to do. All right, so these are all missing for them. These don't have a due date. These are their done items, okay? And remember, there's the more button there. They can click on that to see what else is not done. They also have the option to click calendar, which is where their assignments can reside. It resides on a Google Calendar. Okay? Okay. I'm going to go to my sample class. Hopefully my Google Docs app is done installing. And it's not going to work for me today. All right, so we will definitely revisit this and the grading feature in another segment from the teacher's point of view. Thanks so much.